to the channel. At the Kaw Point right now. Nice day for December. Wear the shorts. Did a lot of videos on the bike, but I've never actually showed what the bikes are. I've actually got 3 of them. I'm gonna start with my main one, which is number 1. It is, I got this back in 2018. And right now it's got 7,800, almost 8,000 miles. It's a Nishiki, I may have butchered that, Manitoba. I bought from Dick's Sporting Goods. At the time I bought this, I kind of needed to replace the bike because I totaled my Trek. I guess I'll just go through what I've did to it since then. You know, I spent a lot of time on this, about an hour and a half each day, so I like it to be comfortable and pretty reliable. So I'll just start down at the bottom. I've got some Schwalbe Marathon Plus tires. These have, I don't know, what, 3,000 miles on them? Not quite for sure how many miles, but they've got quite a bit of tread left on them. I've had a few flats, but not too terrible. I think there's, yeah, I did put them back, some Mr. Tuffy tire liners underneath there too, so I got double protection. The Planet Bike fenders, which I've got on both bikes. Airplane taking off with timing. Let's see here, on the back wheel is different. It's got 14 gauge spokes. It was on my old bike, and I was too lazy to change the tire out, so I just slapped this one on. Planet Bike fender back there also. I've got that on my winter bike also. I believe these are rockwood pedals. I'm not quite for sure. The other one's cracked, and these have a lot better grip on your shoes. So coming back to the rack, I'm sure this rack is a, I'm not quite for sure what this rack is. I'll put the name is below. I got it pretty cheap at a swap meet. Your typical Ortho bags. The seat is from NASCAR. Come up to the cockpit here. Got the Mirrcycle Mirrors. I've got that on all my bikes. You're gonna see it on all of them. Would not ride without them. Ergotron GF5 handles. Got these nice, so when you're doing your tours, and I have did 400 miles on this thing, and what was the last one? 100 some odd miles. So it helps be able to switch it up. Psycho Light. This actually came on the Trek that I had before. I put 4,000 miles on it. I just moved it over. Don't know what the name of this bar is, but it is nice to have because of this. Can't really mount stuff very easily. I don't know why I have this. It never works. Everybody's got headphones on. They can't hear you. So, oh yeah, one thing I did forget. I do have some dual compound brake pads. I'll put the names of all this down the bottom. I've had this for so long, I don't remember what I put on it, and they tend to last quite a while. I put anywhere between 2,000 and 4,000 miles a year on it. You can kind of get a better look at it there. Dual compound. Well, I do believe that is all. Like I said, I spent a lot of time on this bike. Haven't had no issues, even though most would consider it a cheap department store bike. Paid about 400 bucks for it. I did replace the gear setup here. One of the rivets had come out and it was ticking, and up to that point I did replace the bottom bracket here, because that's what I thought it was, but it was still good. I probably did that about 5,000 miles. So yeah, so that's my main bike. I'll show you my secondary bike. And then I've also got my winter bike, which I don't ride very much yet anyways. So again, here is a view of Kaw Point. December, and it is 60 degrees. Couldn't ask for much better than that. Alright, this is bike number 2. This is what I consider the backup bike. Quite a bit more difficult to ride due to the tires. So I got this bike back in 2020, and my intention was to maybe play around a little bit off-roading, maybe use it as a campground cruiser, but yeah, I hurt myself on the second time out, so didn't spend a lot of money. That wasn't the intention. Just wanted some kind of cheap. Kind of got the idea from Kev Central. I figured if I enjoyed it and liked it, I could always upgrade a little bit, but quite frankly, I'm not going to do anything crazy on this. 20-mile-an-hour downhills. If you're doing that sort of stuff, you might want to buy something better. So this is a 2020 Schwinn Pro Comp. It has a 27.5 tires, disc brakes, mechanical. This model came with a micro shift, not the turning. And as I said earlier, the best thing you can do is teach yourself how to line up the gears. Yeah, the gearing was, the main issue I had was the derailleur was bent on the back, so I had to get it straightened up. Haven't did a lot to this, so like I said, it's just my backup bike. I did add some purple Mr. Tuffy liners in here. And this rack is a pack rack. It's a pack rack. I don't remember quite the name of it. I'll put the name on there. It's about $100 equipping this for commuting duty. Didn't spend a lot on it. And I just figured this would be better than just letting it set and rusting. So I've rode about 100 miles. It's getting a little better shifting each time. Let's see, what else have I added? Added the Mirrcycle. I got those Mirrcycle Mirrors on every single bike I've got. I would not ride without them. Same light as on the my main rider, and the tail light there. Just your standard stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't ride without. I will say, after a week of riding this, about 100 some odd miles, it is kind of fun to ride. Nice cushion. Doesn't jar your body quite as much. So, all right, on to the next bike. All right, last bike in the fleet, and this is the winter bike. I've got some Kenda studded snow tires on it. Got the Planet Bike fenders, and not much else. Everything else, I got this bike at Goodwill, paid 100 some odd bucks for it. It's a Univega Carisma. It's a 90s bike. I believe this one cost about 400 new too. I really don't care too much for it actually. It's too small. It's a medium. Large frames tend to fit me better. Came with these on it. Concept. I don't know if it's been upgraded any or. And that's it for the fleet. Thanks for watching.